Here we are, April 20th. And we'll start the loop here. We're 000. Oops. Oh, it was all about the timing and we missed it. Dang it. Oh well. You guys don't care anyway. It's supposed to go right there. Thanks, Google. Ugh. Ryan Knight, he is. Yeah, well, so much for my shoddy intro. My timing was supposed to be perfect, and it just can't get any cooperation. So here we are. Happy 420, everybody. Hopefully, some of you got relief today. And we can talk more about that later. But tonight, let's get to the solar report because we have quite the show tonight. And if we could just start all over, I would. Dun dun. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Da-da. Boom, 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 boom. Ryan Knight. Dun, dun. All right, can you see it, folks? Not much to see here. It's only a black object with plasma streaking behind it with our instrument reacting to it. And we have the positive anodes on the back here. Let's just keep zooming in for you. Boom, boom, boom. Right about there. And there's the ghost image right behind it there. You see the ghost image, right? So captured nice and perfectly right there on 420, folks. How about that? So we're going to refocus it a little bit better. And then back out and proceed through our event. All right. Oops, let me just do it that way. And pull it over this way, tad. There we go. I want the whole frame, the whole kit and caboodle. All right, you guys can see it there. All right, and that was at 0136. So we back it up. Here's our opening frame at 0100 or 000. Okay, you can see our event's already underway. There's one right here with it. You can see its magnetic field causing this event. Then, as it proceeds out, the other one's a little sneaky, but you can see it right here starting to come out. And right there's a good shot of it. You know what we need to do is if I can do this, let me get it started and then zoom in on it. And then we'll tint it out too, dude. Ah, dude, tint it out. All right, watch it come out. Here we go. Oh, it didn't really capture too well there. We were going too fast. Let's slow it down a little bit. There it goes. And maybe we'll add just a tad more tint. Here it comes. There it goes. All right, you guys see how the plasma kind of caught up to it too and enveloped it again? Here, we'll kind of leave it right there maybe. That's about our best tint angle here. And then right around here is where it really starts to show up. And then you can see the other plasma come up behind it and envelop it again. One more time. Wow. All right. So here we are, 420, and I hope you guys are stoned because what you're seeing ain't a hallucination, and at least you could blame it on the weed if that were the case, but you're looking at the truth here, folks. This is not a hallucination, all right? You are witnessing what's going on around our sun. All right. And I have to tint it that way so it makes it a little more seeable. Okay, now you guys know what to look for. We're going to back out here because there's other objects going on. And I want you guys to pick them out yourselves. Okay, I'm going to give you the proper tint. I'm going to slow it down maybe a tad bit for you guys so we get more of a quick frame by frame so I don't have to click through them. There's one. All right, let me get the tint just right. We broke a magic wand, so I have to use this as my as my pointer now. So here's one right here. I mean, just use your eyes, folks. There's clearly one in that one. We'll go through that one frame by frame here in a second, too, okay? And then that's the one that's clear as a bell as well. Okay, so I want to, let's go up to this upper event here, because we put it in slow motion, so we got to wait just right there. I want this. We're going to blow up the red side, even though it doesn't come out as well. We have to for this image. And you see what I'm saying? Right here, this dark patch right here that coincides with our object. Our object is nice and round, okay? It's right here, and it has a loop of plasma going from the backside over the top and down the front face. So we're going to have to just try our best to see it on the red side over here, okay? Maybe one more click. One more dimension and tighter. Now, no, I guess it's like right there that you can see it best. Remember, these spheroids are dark black. All right, and here's plasma, like a loop of it coming over and draping down the front, like almost splitting the sphere in a third. It's not all the way over the top of it, but it's like a third of the way. Let's see if we can get you guys just a tad bit better. Whoopsie, seems to be picking up on the camera. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it looks like you guys can see that pretty good. All right, here's our round circular object right here. Here's that loop of plasma draping over the front of it, and it's connecting back down here. Okay, so we have a loop of plasma that's coming off here, branching off a little bit, arcing, going over this object. This object is bending light, isn't it? See that loop right there going around that spheroid object? That's because the gravity and the density of this object causes light, which is plasma, okay? This is plasma, this is light, to bend and arc around it, okay? There's your astrophysics lesson right there. So let's go the best we can. Right. Probably, right about there. All right. Now, with that image in mind, we're going to pull over to this side. Now, can you see the dark spheroid object and this plasma draping over it? See this third of the spheroid sticking out from the plasma right here, and the rest is draping over it. Just like this image right there. Okay? So there's another good size object causing another huge CME here. So, and it would have been so awesome with the music timed just perfectly to it. It was going to be like straight out of Hollywood, like most of my movies, but I don't have a proper studio or lab or anything anymore, so I am forced to stumble and look retarded. So, anyways, let's continue on. There's your object. Hopefully you guys aren't blind. I've been teaching you to see. Now we're going to back out. Okay, there it is in that event right there, okay? Whoops, pull it down a little bit so you guys can see. Okay, so there's our event. You can see it on both screens. Now, let's back up a little bit. I gotta have this tint just right for you guys. Sorry. So, as this event unfolds, we're going to back up a little bit. Bum, bum, bum. Da-da. Boom, 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 boom. But the speed's all different now. Anyways, it's going to be to that effect. I'll have to do it verbally, I guess, now. There's that one, too. Sneaking in there. You know what we need to do is go over stereo A and see what it captured, because sometimes it gets really beautiful shots of these events. Oh yeah, let's take a little peek under her skirt, shall we? Pause right there. Forgive my terminology, just an old school thing. Doesn't really mean do that. It's like taking a peek under the hood, you know what I'm saying? Alright, here is our object. Perfect round, right here, because stereo A is about, I'd say 20 to 23 degrees off, maybe just a little bit. I don't know anymore. It's hard to tell. These guys don't give us the most accurate information, but it's okay. What we get, we know what to look for, don't we? Okay. I don't need NASA to tell me. I don't need science to tell me. My own eyes, my spirit tells me. That's what you guys should be relying on. More than your eyes and me is, what does your spirit tell you? Ask God. Pray on this. Ask God. All right? That's what you really should do. And that's me telling you, okay? I'm not telling you the wrong things. I'm trying to keep you guys good. Trying to make some valorous people here. Yeah. And we'll discuss what valor is. Any of you guys know what valor means? It's okay, because we're going to cover the definition of it tonight. Let's back up, because I want to see one more time from this angle. Okay. I really want to tint it out one more time for you guys. And why are you not playing? Okay. There we go. All right. Howdy, folks. Well, howdy, folks there in the chat. I'm sorry I abuse you guys. I'm terrible with my chat. I'm so busy doing a report and focused on battle that I love you guys. All right. Here we go again with that beautiful example right there. Okay? Deny it. Do whatever you want. Stick your head in the sand. Pretend that life is a cartoon or whatever you plan on doing. But it's time you recognize there are objects that are interacting with our sun. Clear as a bell. They're not going to tell you on the news. Nobody's going to report on this stuff because they have no valor. Okay? Now, something else I wanted to... It just occurred to me. Thank you, Lord, for... Oh, it's not there. Okay, well, let's see if there's anything right there. Ooh. 14. Okay, let's take a little peek into tomorrow already. And you can see that there's let's back up to the first frame of the 21st. We're already kind of cheating. Like I said, we're looking under her dress a little bit. Right here, you can see the tail end of the vent. There's something circular just partially in frame. The back part of it, you can see the magnetic field that is stretched around it. That's the opening frame of the 21st, so that's probably that tail end of the event that we were reporting on there. So, oh, thank you very much. All good, Brian. We appreciate all you do. Thank you. I appreciate all that you guys do too. Okay, this is a two-way street. I hear your prayers. I hear your prayers. And I've heard the word convinced out there, and some people are truly blessed. Try it on. It's not too hard. It's a good thing. All right, so we left off with cheating and looking into the future. Let's stick with this instrument here. And as you can see, we've had this little kind of steady pace right here at sea level, having little sea pops, maybe and flares every once in a while. That's good. All of a sudden, we're starting to nosedive under the sea level again. Okay, so the sun's getting kind of weak. You can see this sloping down. Even though we've had these CMEs, these are all the CMEs from today right here. Even though it says yesterday, that's tomorrow or today now because we're technically into it. So, anyways, thank God no more dropouts. So we don't have to report on that stuff anymore. Our sunspot didn't go beta, gamma, delta, you guys. Hello, you guys. It didn't fire off like it was supposed to. It was supposed to wreak havoc, you guys. See the two eyes? It was just dying to wreak havoc. You guys did awesome. All right, let's back up. What happened there? Why are we so zoomed in on it? Oh, phooey. Can we, let's just have to back out, I guess. There we go. I'm coming over to the tracker real quick for you guys, see what they're, all right, we still have this one. It's coming off to the down here. That's the similar one we've been seeing. I don't think this is anything updated as far as what we saw coming off the sun today, right? Because does that correlate with what we just witnessed? No, that's the same old thing that we've been watching for the last 2 days. So this really hasn't been updated. So it's kind of useless checking that tonight. Back out a little bit. What else? Our auroras. Let's click real quick here. I just want you guys to get a little peek there. Oh, come back here, you. I am not in the mood to play games. All right. You can see it's kind of intensifying a little bit. You can see where our areas are still pretty, equally dispersed north and south. So we're still taking in energy being directed to the poles, getting, transferred to the core, heating up the core, the shell, great stuff like that. But we're in the green right now. That doesn't look too bad to me, really. I don't want to see red and yellows and stuff in there. So far I'll take that. That's not too bad. Sometimes green can be good. Like on 420. And we will talk about that later. That'll be the spiritual part of this show later. And if you guys want to find out more, you'll stick around for the truth. Okay, here we are over to Schumann. Oh, I can't zoom in here. Doesn't matter. You can see here. We're just gonna do our little dance that we do. You guys enjoy dancing with me so far? I've been enjoying you guys' dance, that's for sure. All right, that's all I need to really do is just point out how vibrantly strong our magnetic field is right now. Okay, that's human. That's a reflection of our magnetic field, and the strength of it is what's pumping out at 7.83 hertz right there, okay? So, all good. There was a little screech right there, but that's a mouse fart compared to some of the stuff we've witnessed before. So, we came out the backside of this little thing, not too bad. All nice and pumping green. We got a healthy, our magnetic field is just pumping along pretty healthy right now. You can see it took a dip right in here, right where this screech was. See, it was pumping strong, started to get weak. Screech! Came out of it weak and then started pumping strong again. Okay? That's your core and your shell screeching on each other. Right there. It was just a quick little blip of the brakes, like a pair of, bad brakes on your car that grind when you apply pressure to the pedal. That's a quick little grind right there, just a little blurb. But you can see how it weakened our field leading right up to it, and then we recovered and it strengthened it up again. Okay? Now we're going to come over to the stinky part of the show. SO2. Okay? I don't know what to say anymore about this situation. Actually, I don't think I should tell him that yet. Okay. Well, this will sound crazy. There's a dragon right in here. Okay, its body is actually the mountain ranges and the. It's hard to explain, but you'll see that someday this thing, it looks like it might be coming to life. And that's possibly this pressure that's coming out here. I pray I'm wrong, but do some research about mud fossils, if you know what I'm saying. A lot of our texture of our planet is made of carcasses. Let's just say it that way. Look at this storm. It's collected the gas. You can see it. We have a little sulfur storm coming. It's not a sulfur storm, but our storms pick up the sulfur, just like in the winds, gather it up, and then when the storm rolls in, we have acidic rain, acidic snow. You know the drill. Let's go down to Oahu. I miss the islands. Still going okay, I guess. Relief valves are pumping. It looks a little darker. Everybody on the map looks a little darker right now, so we'll address that issue later. And God's addressing this issue right here. And I would have showed you a bunch of stuff coming out of there today, but I'm kind of chilling on the intros. We're going to just do more of this stuff right now. It's too frustrating for me. It gets me in trouble with their copyright bullcrap. I can't copyright them. It's my material. So offended at that. But that'll all be cleared up here soon, too. Now, oh, by the way, I'm not a megalomaniac. I'm just trying to let you guys know. That's all. I'm trying to be humble about all this. This almost looks like a little corkscrew eye type feature. There was quite the face that blossomed out of a storm the other day. I think you guys saw it. Some of you guys probably smart enough to pay attention to look for those details in some of these storms now. Especially that black cloud that went over Turkey. Told you the turkeys are going to pay. It's a little warning sign to them. Anyways, we have South America just going off right here. It's still dark purple. Everybody's kind of still where they were. Just a little darker is all. We're not going to talk about them tonight. Okay, you guys get to witness with your own eyes. I'm not just going to sit here and blab. All right, there's Europe's a mess. There's There's another dragon right here. Boy, are you guys going to be in for a big surprise. Anyway, there's more. I'm not going to tell you all of them, but somebody over at Mud Fossil University can help you with that. I've already directed you there. Go over and talk to my buddy Roger. He's a professor. A very wise man. Anyways, you see what's going on. Oh, that's where I was going. Over here to our hotspot on the planet, really, the island of Java, and you can see that pressure is really built in this canal, this channel right in between the two islands. That's where Nap Krakatau is. Maybe at the end of this we'll have to do a little different report on that. Let me finish up here real quick. It's so hard having 70 thoughts a second. All your guys' prayers racing through my head at the same time as all of this, while being in spiritual, emotional, and physical pain, all three at the same time, is, I can see why it's happening to me, because I don't think you want it happening to you. Something's going to happen here. And it's just a matter of time. Let's pray that this calms down. But I think the Lord is doing something here. Okay, let's go report over here on San Francisco real quick. It's okay, you can come in. What's up? You can come in if you need to. Oh, here. Okay. Anyway, sorry. We have a visitor. Yeah. All right. Thanks for your patience, folks. So we're looking at the Bay Area again, and you can see our hotspot has grown. It's bigger here, and now it's branching out down the valley down here now. Okay. And Bay Area is still on high alert. There's still a lot of pressure underneath that area, and a lot of people in that area. As well as down here at San Diego, there's been a little earthquake swarm, and we have this pressure, this SO2 coming out down there as well. Okay. So the whole East Coast is in trouble. There's spots on the West Coast. We have this spot in Oahu. It's still chilling. You know who's in big trouble. We're not going to talk about them right now. But we will... What was the other place? Oh, yes, Java. Okay, so those are some places we're going to focus on tonight here in our earthquake report now, okay? So here we go. Let me pull back just a little bit. So the first one I'm concerned about is this one over here on the Cocos Plate, all right? It's a 5.4. Oh, that's good news, actually. You sit right on the fault, please. Ooh, look at this, you guys. Hey, hey, hey. Aren't we glad we zoomed in here? So this one's a 5.4 at a depth of 10. We also have a 4.6 at a depth of 10 and a 4.7. I need times 255, 354, 355. So this one first triggered that one about an hour later, and that one a minute later. So this one set off this one. That looks like to me, see this fulcrum? See this fulcrum point right here? Does that not look like energy being scrubbed off right on fulcrum point? Okay. We're backing out. This is South America. This is the Cocos Plate. We have a little quake swarm right there, but it appears to be scrubbing off energy. And if that is what is happening, little small quakes in the mid 4 to mid 5 range, that's perfect. Okay? Just as long as it doesn't 8-point right here. Okay? We do not want that 8-point pressure releasing all at once in a zone like this. We also have these ones up here. These are also appear to be scrubbing off more. That's a 4.954 or 4.052. They're a little bit deeper, but that's still They're not right on the fault. No, they're right on the shore in that weak zone. So yeah, that's more energy being scrubbed off than the cocoa plate. Look at that. That's a beautiful way of scrubbing it off instead of a 7 to an 8. Okay, I don't want to see a fracture on this plate. You guys understand what a fracture on that plate drives energy right up into you know where. Okay, now as we get up here to the Bay Area, check it out. Here's our fulcrum point. Energy comes into this part on California there. Oh, thank you. So, anyways, energy's coming in on this point right here, and we have this quake, the 3.1 at a -1 depth. Okay, so that is I want to say above the ground, but it's on a hillside. Okay, it's above this elevation. It's just a what one -1.0. So it's on the side of the hill right here. Okay, so that looks to me like more energy, especially right at the surface like that. Is more energy being scrubbed off. See how it comes in and bends right here? So that's a little bit of focal point energy comes into this region right here, and that's just a tad south of it. So that's exactly what we want to see. Excuse me. I'm back out here. Okay, we want to come over here to Fiji region. Another beautiful island. Have any of you been to Fiji? Oh my God, that is a real paradise. It makes Hawaii look like, I don't know, LA. This is raw nature right here. The coral reefs in here have the most beautiful fish. It's like swimming in a millionaire's aquarium, the snorkeling in this place. All the mangoes and guavas. You could eat off the land here. The land produces so much food and there's so much fish. These people live rich just off of nature. But unfortunately, they have this 4.8 shallow, that's a 10, 5.3124, 4.975. So there's our 5.3 at a depth of 124. That's not super deep. That actually looks like more of the energy, that 6 energy that came in this region, the 8 energy actually that's pent up in here is scrubbing off a little bit right here at a semi-deep quake. It's not very deep, but it's 124 kilometers. Okay, so close your eyes and go down 124. Not 500, but at 124. And you'll see what I'm saying. Now look how quiet this region is right here. Okay, this is kind of spooky right now. How quiet this whole area is right here. So high alert right around here. Okay, there's a lot of energy that still I have yet to see get scrubbed off. All right. Have you guys seen any of it scrubbed off lately? If you have, I may be wrong, but I am gone for most of the day and most of the night until the witching hour when I what? Yes, you can come in. Alright, hang on. Anyways, back to this. We're over here at Japan. 4.5 at a depth of 10. Japan has volcanoes going off on its other islands and stuff. This place is loaded with energy as well. And look how quiet it is, alright? I don't want to be it's just kind of foreboding, okay? Trying not to be the bearer of bad news here, but we got a 4.1 up here at the peninsula at a depth of 180. Again, semi deep. Close your eyes and look down 180. Okay, not 124, not 5, but 180. So it's a shallower, deep quake right along this little peninsula where we're expecting to see pressure come in. Pressure does come in here. This is a relief valve area. So we got relief here at a 4.1 at a depth of 180, and then on this side, we have this 4.0 at a depth of 10. That's not what I'm looking for. Nope. 3.1 at 45, not even close. Do you remember this? Here, we're going to have to do something here. Oops. We're going to put on all magnitude for this week. Okay. Now you see how busy it was up in here in this region all week? Come here. Get off there. Alright, there you go. I struggle sometimes, forgive me. You see how busy it's been up here and in here and over in here this week? Now we go back to today, and it's okay. That's all magnitudes. There we go. And we still have all these little quakes up in here, but nothing significant in this area. It feels to me like this may be locked up or something, or we're just waiting for more energy to finally release. Okay, so heads up for the whole Pacific Rim, and right here in the hub, right here in the middle, we got earthquake activity, and we got quite our little swarm going on here at the island. And this was one day. Okay, this is one day here on Hawaii. I wanted to see 7 days. Okay, so now look at all the activity that the main island has seen over the course of this week. Okay, a lot of pressure being scrubbed off, a lot of magma intrusion and magma on the move, if you know what I'm saying. And okay, so there's that. And I want to come over to, we're still on 7 days, all magnitudes. Yes, let me take this down, zoom out, and come back over to this quake swarm at the geysers. Here we are. Okay, and this is a week's worth of activity here as well. You can see it's been a busy week of pressure and magma intrusion, earthquake swarm activity at this area. Okay, and that's just north of the bay. We pull back. We pull back just a little bit, give you better reference. Here's our spot. Here's the bay. Here's where the plume is. Where's my pointer again? Remind me not to get angry and break my magic wands. Here's the bay. Here, our plume was right in this area right here, and here is our quake swarm hotspot type area. Okay, so maybe the bay will get spared, and we'll see our event just north here by Crater Lake. Ooh, which is an old volcano. Oh. Before I go there, I'm going to do a little more research. I'm not going to mention it right now. That's Crater Lake. That's the deepest lake, and it's a volcano. We'll just leave it at that. Swallowed hard there. We got activity over here in Texas. See this waking up over here in this area too. And I wish I could turn this sideways. Here's your dragon's head right here. Okay. His body goes down like this, comes back up, and goes way. These are scales way back up in here. It's hard to see. You have to tilt your head. Let me tilt the camera just right. If you tilt your head to the left, about 45 degrees, this is the dragon's snout right here. His head's pointing down towards the Louisiana coast. And when it died, all this stuff came spewing out of its mouth right here and entered the Gulf. This is its head, and then its neck curls back, comes down like this, comes back up here. Its body is actually this mountain range. Okay, guys? I know it sounds unbelievable, but the earth is made out of corpses. Go look it up in the Bible. You'll see that the earth is a corpse. Anyways, so watch for earthquake motion along this shape. All right? If you see things matching the shape of this, like these horns right here, you might want to be careful that these eyes right here don't start to glow and this creature wakes up from the dead. Okay. You can see all the flutes and feathers that used to come off of its head up in here. You got to really, if you know what you're looking at, it's plain as day. But a lot of people don't know what they're looking at. Anyways. Alright. The eyes, the nose, fins coming back, its neck. Here's the underside of its belly. There's the next back up. It's a giant creature. I mean, it's 1,000 miles long. If you can imagine a creature that big, that's why they would reign on the earth compared to us little creatures. Ooh, what do we have here? Oh, wow. Okay. Guess what time it is? It's time to report on this new quake right here. This is a 3.2 that just happened at a 3.3 depth. Huh. 3.2, 3.3, 3 threes. It probably came in at a 3.3 and they lowered it. No. It's hard to tell what they come in at anymore, but they can't use the numerology properly when they don't give you the proper numbers. Gonna keep you in the dark, but looky. This is south of the bay, all right? And this just happened. This is just off of the San Andreas. Okay, guys, let me get tighter. Oh, we lose the fault line. Oh. All right, well, you can see the red fault line running right through here. My fat finger in the way. Right down through there. Okay. And we just had, like I said, this is a 3.2. Or is that even getting in the frame? I need to make sure this box gets in the frame. If I'm doing a report and this part's not in the frame so you can see the numbers and stuff that I'm reading, somebody spam the chat and block this part of my screen so I can't see it, and that'll let me know to scoot the camera over, right? You guys can help guide me. I don't take offense to anything like that. You guys can... It's only for your benefit. If I'm not doing a good enough job, let me know, because I'm trying to help you guys as much as I can before I die. Alright? There, I said it. Okay. I think we're kind of done on the earthquake report since I said that. Here's this activity on either side of the Juan de Fuca right here. That was earlier this week, okay? There's nothing big. That's energy being scrubbed off. Yeah, I think we're done because it's just so quiet. Let me get back to a regular earthquake report right here. This is what we're usually used to looking at, okay? This is 2.5 and bigger. There's not much activity except for our new quake right here on the San Andreas. Right here at Half Moon Bay. 3.2. At a depth of 3.3. That's really shallow, so these people felt a little bit of movement in that area. I'm telling you, energy's moving around in here. It's building up. Okay, I think we scoured the earthquake report enough. Come over to the forecast. Oh, God, this part. Oh, no. Yeah, I was trying to... I have been battling all day for you guys, and I have not made much progress. What happened here today? I didn't even get to see what happened. Will you guys tell me, was there a huge tornado outbreak? Did a bunch of people die here today, or did it... I haven't even gotten to see the news. Like I said, I just got back. If you guys only knew. It looks like it probably... I think your guys' prayers, because... Alright, I'm just going to put the loop in motion. I got to go say a prayer real quick. You guys know the drill. I'm going to put the date and the time in that frame there for you, too. Alright? Get you guys all set up. and take the dog for a walk real quick. If this old dog can get up. Yeah, look at that big old comet-shaped storm. It kind of... I'm worried about this next one coming too. In about 6 days, there's a big one coming. And we gotta cover that here, so if I could just get over to the door. Oh, it's a beeping noise. Must be the computer or something. Hang in there, folks. I'll be right there. Oh, forgive me. We're going on over 100 hours of just raw, intense Category 7 fire hose spiritual warfare. Just over 100 hours now. It's just long and hard. So pray for endurance, everybody. Now, where were we? Right there. Okay, big number 7. Okay, this low is nothing to smirk at. All this moisture down in here. This is, I guess, our current conditions. As soon as I get done doing this, I'm going to have to go. Actually, we'll check some weather radar here in a minute. This is 7 a.m., April 21st. This is what they're going to wake up to in Texas, Arkansas. Get this thing out of there. And let's get this a little better for you guys. There we go. Starting off Houston, Texas, Louisiana, we're talking Arkansas, up into Indiana, Illinois, Kentucky, Tennessee, all that area right there is at 7 a.m. It's going to wake up to this, okay? Pray hard, you guys. Oh, you won't even let me finish the sentence. Okay. Then it kind of moves away from shore, but we still have this long streak right here. This is going to be 7 p.m. in this area. 5 p.m. Pacific means 7. See the 7 right here? 7 p.m. It's going to be this huge 7-shaped storm. Now it's got its little patch over western Tennessee. This will move up through Kentucky, so on April 21st, tomorrow, you guys be paying attention in this area, okay? Even if it doesn't spawn tornadoes, we're talking large hail. We're talking heavy winds. We're talking, this is a monster storm that needs to be taken seriously, okay? As we keep continuing, you see how this low pressure now develops in this quadrant, in this new tail, and it turns into its own little storm and starts to wallop New York, and the whole East Coast right here is going to have heavy rains, okay? You guys are going to be in for a lot of water that you're not ready, used to dealing with. It's going to pump a lot of water there. See this? A speckled thunderstorm event at 7 p.m. This will be 8 p.m. at the end of convection on April 22nd, okay? This is a multi-day storm. And it's still not done, because it goes up and comes back and still wallops Canada and stuff with a bunch of snow. This tail is now bringing cold air, dragging it down in from this area, and it's mixing with Gulf moisture and creating storms down here in Texas now. See how this is dispersed and gone away, and this has driven some thunderstorms in. Watch this next low. Dig in here and then start to drive up. See this event right here, this low. Let me back up a frame. This low right here. Let's watch it back. So here it's 999. There it's 996. That is 7 p.m. this time in this area. At the end of convection, you're going to have an event probably around this Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas region. Okay, not it may not necessarily be this specific zone. It could be anywhere in here. Okay, so please, I beg of you, stay alert. The weather changes so drastically, storms can pop up out of nowhere, and you're about to hear about that tonight. Boom. Hopefully, some of you were listening to Mike from around the world. Okay. You guys go over to Paul Begley Thursday night. Mike from around the world comes on. All right. You can call him Mike from around the world. You can call me Brian from above the world. Okay. I know Mike well. He just doesn't know that he knows me. So you'll see our information is very similar. We agree on a lot of stuff. Here's Alabama, Georgia now taking the brunt of this. Watch how it just goes right through the south. It starts in Texas, Oklahoma, but instead of barreling up this way, it charges this way across. Boom, boom, boom. All right, now let's back up to convection. This is, that's AM, my bad. So at 7 a.m. in the morning in this region, they're going to wake up to this mess, all right? So even before that, it's going to, through the night, it's just going to be hellacious through Louisiana into Mississippi. Then that's in the morning. All of it's already thunderstorms bright and early in the morning. It's going to convect throughout the day. And here is the end of convection at 7, 8 o'clock Eastern with this gnarly mess that's going to be Georgia, South Carolina, with stuff rotating back into Tennessee, Kentucky. You guys, it's not a game anymore. This is life and death. Every prayer counts. And you know, he answers an email. That's why I was saying the knees is so important. He knows you mean business. When you're on your knees and you're praying, it pretty much doesn't matter what you're praying. He knows you mean business because you're on your knees. So when you're down there, think of a good prayer, and that's the most powerful thing we can do to lessen the damage, we'll say. God is teaching a lesson here. We can't stop everything, okay? But we can save a few souls along the way. My elite. And here it comes into New York. This will be April 28th. This will be this big storm that I'm talking about, our 6 days away storm. As right there. Well, even back up a little bit. It's this monster right here. You can see it. All right. Then we get through the day of April 27th. Now we're at April 28th as it just comes right up. You see where it's sitting, okay? Boom. April 28th. Hold on, let me just get these numbers right. So this is going to be 7 a.m., 8 a.m. East Coast time. Here, I'm just going to zoom in just so we can have a little fun with this. Oh, it was 150, I believe, was the best setting. Okay. I wish I could zoom in harder, but y'all know your geography a little bit. We're right, here's West Virginia, and here's Pennsylvania. Here's New York, okay? It's just south of that region in the Washington, D.C. area. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. it is. All right. Oh, no, I've done it. Then just start all over again. That's okay. It's nothing compared to what I've been through this last week. Pull it down, get you guys back in there again. Look at this as I go through it. I just see how it rotates and blossoms. And these you know, I got a new term for this right here. There's a new weather phenomenon. I'm gonna coin a term right now. You know, we have mesocyclones that cause tornadic activity. Mesocyclone. This is a cyclone on a mega scale. This is a megacyclone. Watch, they're going to have to come up with some kind of, this one right here is the megacyclone. Wait, they all are. Look at this. I don't even know how to, oh, they just refreshed all the data. Oh. All right, well, I guess we're done with that. Because there's radar real quick, and then I forgot to bring up something else. So right now, here's our current conditions down in Houston, and we'll just kind of look up the line here. This one little dark spot right outside of, it's not too dark, but we got some intense, storms in there. I don't see much lightning going on in there, so these aren't too intense. Let's see what's going on over here. Oh, there's some lightning in this right here. All right, and embedded in this area right in here. And this is just outside Houston. So Houston here in a little while. Oh yeah, I'm getting close to them. They're gonna wake up to thunderstorms and activity moving in on them here pretty soon. Okay. And you see the flow. This moisture coming off the Gulf is colliding. Remember I showed you this cold air that was coming down from this region, okay? They're colliding. They're making this. This is the tail of our huge comma shape right here, okay? It's this tail structure that we got to be worried about where our pop-up thunderstorms come and our high resolution. No, I don't need Northern Europe. I don't care about them at this moment. But as we get back down here, see all this is already this intense at this juncture of the morning. When the sun hits this is really going to blossom. So everybody heads up for today's possible tornado outbreak in this region. I will have to do more research on that as well. Okay, what was the other thing I wanted to do? First we'll do this, the definition of valor, real quick. Let me get a sip here. It's not even big enough for you guys to see. Let's see if we can blow this up just a little bit. Let's get a little bit bigger here for you. Okay. Valor. Great courage in the face of danger, especially in battle. The medals are awarded for acts of valor. Okay. Valor is a quality that's hard to find. Okay. It takes courage in the face of danger, especially in battle. Okay. You guys are spiritual warriors. I think you're figuring this out now. Show your valor. God wants to see how much valor you guys have, okay? What was something else you wanted me to do here? What was the other thing you wanted, Lord? Oh, what's the true meaning of valor? Let's zoom in on this, he says. Okay, the true meaning of valor, bravery. The strength of mind or spirit that enables a person to encounter danger with firmness. Personal bravery, okay? What was the other one? There was, where'd the thesaurus one go? So, how about this one? The difference between courage and valor. Okay? And this is just to help you guys feel more inspired. I'm not calling you guys not courageous. My crowd is. For putting up with my videos, you guys have shown courage. Courage is impatient to attack. It undertakes boldly and is not lessened by difficulty. Valor acts with vigor. It gives no way to resistance, but pursues its enterprise in spite of opposition. Bravery knows no fear. It runs nobly into danger and prefers honor to life itself. Okay? Some of you guys are pretty soon are going to find that you would prefer doing honorous and valorous and courageous acts more than living life itself. Your bravery and your acts are going to become like a habit, like an addiction. And pretty soon, anything less than bravery, just life is not itself. They prefer honor to life itself. Life isn't even worth living if you're not constantly doing something honorous and courageous and valorous. Okay, I think that was the message he wanted me to get through to you guys. Okay. Oh, look at that. I know this guy. Speaking of valor. All right. What I wanted to do really was come over to this guy's channel. We're not going to do a report on him or anything. I don't want to use his videos right now because I think we're just going to go right to this part. But instead of using his videos, we're just going to come over to his channel and look at the freaking how busy he's been. 10 minutes ago, SpaceX Super Heavy launch and failure. 10 minutes ago, Semaru aviation alert. 1 hour ago, Shivaloosh. 2 hours ago, huge explosion at Popo. 4 hours ago, fissure opens up. 5 hours ago, Canary Islands. 6 hours ago, volcano growing to huge size. All right, this is stuff I would use for my opening, but we shouldn't do this for a while now. You guys should come over here and watch every single one of these videos and give this man a like. All right, how about we do it that way instead? Okay, YouTube, little moderator, whoever's listening there. Okay. That's how we'll just do it. I'll just come over here and show titles, okay? And tell you to come over, love this man. Don't even like him. Give him love. Subscribe and ring the bell. He's doing his best he can to bring you guys. What the heck happened here? Super heavy launch failure? Oh dear. It's not good when I'm away. I'm going to have to go clean up some messes here. Dang it. All right. Another long night. I wanted to bring you over here to Paul Begley and his interview with, where are we? With Mike from around the world. Yay, we have mindless ads. Okay. I think this is where I want to pick up. This is 104. I think it was right here. 1, 3. No, this is the wrong one. That's 2 weeks ago. That's why it's not there. I'm on the wrong one. Yeah, there it is right there. And they're talking about the black cloud over Istanbul. Come on, talk about it real quick. I'm using this for educational purposes. I'm sure Mr. Paul Begley won't mind it. This isn't the right one either. 104. I think it's right there. Yeah, this is the right one. I think it's right around here. What happened to my volume?
In Texas, the size of 2 hands. There was a hailstone that fell in Texas. It was 6.5 pounds.
Did you hear that 6.5 pound hailstorm? No, 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 that's not it.
Pulling apart. We have continents actually pulling apart, Pascal. In fact, it's getting so bad now that there is a heat anomaly on the entirety of the west coast of the USA, right? That water right next to the land is superheated, and it's going to become a driver of some massive, massive, massive storms. Um, and people ought to get ready for that because people are going to be sick of water right before they won't see water for many years. But Mexico has the same problem. These heat anomalies, and in the Gulf, the temperature went up another 3 or 4 degrees. There are heat anomalies there also.
Are you expecting unbelievable hurricanes this year because of the warmth of the Gulf?
Yeah, that. But also, everybody should take note. The next 2 weeks, we have some pretty big frontal systems that are forming, and a massive monster system will start to form probably in about, I say in about, after a 6-day period. After a 6-day period, we're going to see the formation of a very monstrous storm that will do some real damage. I don't know what they're going to call it, but it won't be a hurricane, right? They're going to have to come up with some new names for some of this atmospheric phenomena, because it's going to be quite, but unlike any other time in history, these storms are going to cost lives, right? Nobody's prepared for this. The USA, of course, we're preoccupied with fighting each other. In other countries, they're trying to do a power grab, in the Middle East and Russia. China's making moves all over the world. South America is about to be inundated with a bunch of Chinese troops. Australia is going to find themselves cut off, and we're going to probably lose an island due to a volcanic eruption very soon near Australia, somewhere in that province. So we have a lot of things happening right now, and they're building. They're just really building. Right now, it's relative peace compared to what's about to take place.
So, in other words, you see China aggressively now. We can see that. They're making deals with everybody. And I see Emmanuel Macron now is buddying up with President Xi. So he's going to try to bring Europe into some kind of neutrality. He's trying to figure out a way to, I guess, he's caught between Russia and China. We see that China was able to put a peace deal together between Iran and Saudi Arabia. We're watching now Brazil is buddying up to China. South Africa is. India is working into the BRIC nations. So, and we're nowhere to be found. I mean, it's like we just fell asleep or fell off the face of the earth. We're not driving the ship. We're not in charge of the world. Literally, we're not. So while all this is going on, simultaneously, you're telling us that there's apocalyptic events going on with these superstorms, hypercanes, cyclones, these crazy phenomenons of weather that we're seeing now, and earthquakes and volcanoes. You're mentioning a volcano. I'm worried about the one in Colombia, if that thing's going to blow. You keep telling us how the earth is pulling apart, how magma's rising from the inside out. I mean, is this like a simultaneous thing? Pestilence. Now you're going into insects. Didn't he mention pestilence?
Nevada seniors deserve access to the best care in the country.
At the same time?
Yeah, it'd be like a conflagration. One of the big factors is that it's getting worse and worse and worse. If anybody were to look over the data for the last 20 years, they would see a trend line that never stops going up, right? So the Earth is actually really doing it's just pulling apart in all sorts of places. It will continue, and it's going to escalate. Right? Now, a lot of these scientific teams, they're trying to find a way to mitigate damage to themselves. The elite.
Okay. The elite. The elite are right here watching this report right now. The other people are a bunch of criminals, like cockroaches trying to scurry a sinking ship. Alright, well, I think that's about it. I think that was enough said for tonight. I love you all. God bless you all. I'm back off to the battlefield. Please pray for each other's endurance as well as mine. I'm fighting like hell for you guys. That's it. Love y'all. God bless y'all. And until my next video, try to be a man of valor out there. And women, too.